Welcome to USMLE SARTI. We are committed to empowering IMGs. We're excited to guide you on your match journey. Don't forget to click subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get notified whenever we add new content. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter for the latest tips and tricks regarding everything USMLE. Now, let's dive into it.
Hi everyone, I'm Juliee. I'm a graduate from Srimati Kashibai Navle Medical College in Pune, Maharashtra. I opted for the Hackensack Combo, which comprises of 3 hands-on rotations, 1 tele-rotation, and 2 research publications over a period of around 5 to 6 months. The 2 research publications, I did them under Dr. Wiseman. And today I'm going to speak about my experience during the research course. As it's probably true with all of you, during my undergrad, I barely dipped my toe in clinical research. The lion's share of the contribution belonged to the seniors and the professors that I worked with. So in short, I was a complete novice when it came to research when I started the Hackensack Combo. What I believe was the best part about the Hackensack Combo was after I enrolled, in the very first Zoom session, Dr. Wiseman focused his attention on elaborating on the different types of research publications. That way, even an inexperienced candidate can find their footing. Then in the next session, he delved deeper into the components of a publication. He explained what a manuscript, what a case report, what an abstract, what a poster presentation comprises of. If I was to give you an example, he explained that when we were presenting a case report, it has 3 major components: the introduction, the case presentation itself, and the discussion and conclusion. After he explained the components, he proceeded to explain the significance of each section, the data or the information that should be included under each title, then the correct pattern in which it should be penned down, and the do's and don'ts that we should remember while writing any publication. After that, he held a couple of sessions regarding the various statistical methods that are commonly used when collecting data for research, as well as the methodology that we use to publish and present a publication. Thereafter, for every session, we were asked to create a rough draft of the content that is written under each title. So essentially, every student writes down how he views or interprets a particular topic in his own words. Obviously, when you write these topics down, you have a lot of questions. And when you have those questions, you do extensive browsing, and Google is probably your best friend. But you do all that and you try to come to the right conclusion and make a rough draft. And he held multiple sessions like this. So the first session focused on the introduction. The second session focused on the discussion. The third session probably focused on the conclusion, and so on and so forth. There were multiple sessions. After you finish writing a rough draft, he asks you to submit the draft via email or WhatsApp, whichever is convenient to him. Then he picks up the best and most well-written parts from each draft and edits them, puts them all together. So by the end of it, you have a draft which is extensive, well explored. It explores every component, every angle, every facet of that research topic. That way, he used all our contributions and helped us author the research paper. I think overall this process works well is because when you are preparing the rough draft, you get questions. Then to determine the answer to those questions, you are driven to read more and more about that topic. You also feel that it's mandatory to pen down the accurate information. So you keep investigating more and more sources. And over time, you have elaborate, concise, yet, descriptive content under that title. And all of this in the end, it all contributes to expanding your own knowledge base also. Also, as you go through this process, the participants, they become very familiar with the process. So because of this familiarity, the next time you do it, you already know, I have to write down the introduction, I have to present the case, then I have to discuss why the case is important. And then after I've discussed that the case is important, I have to conclude, which is what most people will use. Also, I feel this method, it opens up a communication channel. So if you have doubts, if you have queries, or if there are any difficulties that you experience while writing or in understanding the content, you can discuss it openly with the group in which you're taking part. So I think overall it will help you come up with questions that you've always felt that you wanted to ask but never have been able to. Also, it improves your vocabulary because you're writing, I mean, most of you, I'm sure, are excellent speakers, but when you're writing something down as a draft, you take great pain to ensure that it's grammatically correct, syntax is correct, the words that are used are appropriate for that situation. So overall, it's like you get experience in how to write medical literature. I think overall, the whole process is more like it's delayed gratification. You work for a few weeks, very hard work, extensive browsing, all of which is guided by Dr. Wiseman. And then after a few weeks, you have a final draft and you see it and you know what delayed gratification is. Then, and also you obviously add strength to your CV because you are helping in a publication. So I think overall, the concept to publication approach is very comprehensive. It's all encompassing. It literally helps you with every step that you would encounter while writing a research publication. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope that video provided valuable insights for your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And check out our website for details on how we can guide you to a successful match.